Hi, so if you're a Virgo born August 23rd to September 22nd, what can you expect for the month of October 2015? Let's tune in and find out. So, okay, so Virgos, a lot of you have a full belly, like you have had some fun. There's also been some challenges or concerns for people around you that you love, but you've also had like a good time. So there's, which is really interesting because for some of you, it's been a real draining month. So even though you may have had fun, you've been sort of drained in the process. And then there's others out there that also I can feel the burning in the nape of my neck, just the pressure that's been under you, the pressure to kind of be happy in spite of how or what's going on around you. So just kind of emotions everywhere, but at the same time, I feel an overriding sense of happiness for you guys. So and October is going to be a really nice month. Of rejuvenation. That seems to be the word for Virgos. Rejuvenate. Just really rejuvenate. Now, here's the other thing. You've got a lot of Jupiter energy happening for you right now, which Jupiter is the planet of expansion and good luck, right? It's a very prosperous energy. It's a very expansive energy, so our life gets bigger. Right? And it brings in good luck. It brings all these good things in. So you've had, this energy just now kind of moving in. So this is just the beginning. It feels like Jupiter just now coming into Virgo, into that energy for Virgo. So it feels like you're going to have this for quite a while. So it's a really like a good luck streak is what I want to call it, that you're about to begin or that you've already just recently been on here in the last month or so. So let's look at your relationships. For those of you in a committed relationship, romantically, what can you expect for the month of October? Well, for some of you are going to be in for a rude awakening. Some of you have been married to people that have bit their tongue, have, let you have the final say, because Virgos can have really strong energy. You guys can have a heart of gold, but you can also be, stubborn. You can be really stubborn about what you want, and sometimes some of you end up marrying or being with partners that just go, okay, let her have it her way or let him have it his way. And they just kind of, go with it. But this month at this time, and we just had this big shift energetically with the lunar new moon or lunar full moon, I should say, eclipse on September 27th that just happened, that is changing things, dynamics, especially in relationships. And for some of you, your partner may be beginning to speak up and say, you know what? I don't like it anymore. I want you to quit your job. Or you know what? You're not home enough. This doesn't work for me. Or you know what? You spend too much time at the bars and at the clubs and not enough time with me. So, or you know what? You're an alcoholic. You're addicted to drugs. You're addicted to food. Whatever it is, I see things coming to a head with your partner talking to you about this. So you may get, the rude awakening is that your partner may actually point out some things that they don't like anymore and they want changed in the relationship. Your job is not to freak out about this. It's just kind of listen. Listen. That's all there is to do, is listen and make compromise, right? Just make compromise. It's not a big deal. Now, for some of you, if you get your identity out of your job and your partner's asking you to spend less time at work, then that becomes a bit of a problem. But you have to ask yourself, what's more important to you, right? So these are questions that you're going to have to go in and figure out yourself. But the good news is that you'll have the time to do that. And after October 9th, Mercury goes direct and we have better communication. Then things start to kind of flow better. We're starting to see really how things really are instead of how we think they are. So the blinders are off. So we're really starting to see truth about relationships and situations. It'll help you making better decisions. Now, for those of you that are single and looking for love, what can you expect for October? Well, for some of you, it's about knowing what you want and falling back in love with yourself and creating that divine spark within yourself and going, yeah, I think I'm ready for a relationship. So some of you, it's just a decision that hasn't been made yet. In October, you might make that. And if you decide that you want to move in that area of, having a relationship or having a travel companion, you're going to start to see somebody around the end of the month start to appear. There's a full moon October 27th in Taurus, and that's kind of a salt of the earth kind of energy. So you could anticipate the individual or the situation to be a little more grounded, a little more wholesome, which would be a good kind of starting or new beginning sort of relationship, all right? So if you're looking, Virgos, it feels like there may be something that is just solid, doesn't feel anything fancy. It feels really solid, trustworthy relationship towards the end of October if you're so inclined to participate, all right? Because I feel like some of you are just like, no, thank you. I'm just really happy right where I'm at, me and my pets, and your freedom, right? So it's really what you want. Now, let's look at career for Virgos. Okay, so some of you are just running head straight ahead, really headstrong, know exactly what you want, and you're going to see that things are going to open up for you around mid-October, October 15th. You're going to start to see results from all this pushing, from this running forward and pushing forward, okay? You're going to start to see some good results around the 15th. Financially, that's going to really start to give you, here's the thing. Part of it feels like you may have to dig into savings. You may have to use some of your hard-earned money, things that you're saving for a rainy day, to invest in something that you really want. But it does feel like it's a good idea. It does feel like it's something positive. So there may be something at the end of October that's for you, that you want to invest in for you. And it could be something within your business already. Maybe you already have a business and you're buying something new for that particular business to take it to the next level of profitability, right? So it could be like that. Now, how about money coming in? Because I was seeing you spending money, spending capital. There may be a new way of doing things, Virgos, that you may find a different way of doing things. You may be approached by somebody mid-month to do things a little bit differently and to partner with them. It's a nice alliance. It doesn't feel like it's too stressful. I feel like you can make yourself as busy or as relaxed as you want this relationship to be. I do think you should pursue it, and it does feel like there's money involved that you can make together. So it feels like actually a business opportunity than actual money coming in. But money will come in with this opportunity if you say yes. So I like that a lot. Okay, so now Virgos with your health. Well, some of you, haven't had the time or the focus to be able to put on your health like you have. So either, there's been things where you've been distracted. Sorry. Lucy, shh, 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 shh. Here. So there's things where you either have distractions, I think is what we were talking about. So with your health, you've had distractions. It could be that you were caring for a sick partner or you were caring for a sick parent and you didn't have the time and focus on your health. It could be that you just went on a long vacation and you had a really good time, and so I'm not paying attention to what I'm eating or drinking. So it feels like now October is finally settled down, it's calmer, and you can get back to me, like what feels good for me. And you can start to really take care of your health again and put yourself first. So that's what it feels like October is going to be like, is really being able to get your arms around again, what do I want for me, and being able to take care of your own health that way. Okay, so now let's see if there's anything unexpected for you, Virgos, in the month of October. Okay, some of you have had, it feels like a close friend or a relative that either, if you're not on the outs with them, you haven't talked to them in a while and it just sort of feels uncomfortable, or something's going on with them and you're not aware. And my teeth are really starting to hurt, and that usually has to do with the root, which is like a family member. So this could either be like a best friend that is like family, or you're an actual sibling, but or brother, sibling is brother, sorry, sister. So it feels like that sort of energy. And this is the month where you're going to have to face that. There is, listen, you don't have to face it, but you're going to be given an opportunity to face it. You're going to be given an opportunity to correct it and to make it healthy again, all right? And for some of you, it might mean that you're going to have to eat crow. You're going to have to say, I'm sorry. And you may even have to make a trip to go there and seek them out. And even if they don't want to talk to you, they don't want to see you, it feels like for your own sake, you're going to have to go there and just check it out with yourself and see what's going on. Because I feel like it's a lack of communication, that you're not being informed about what's going on with them. And for some of them, they may feel like you weren't there for them, and where you couldn't be there for them because you had your own problems. So it feels like a big sort of communication blunder is what it feels like. And when Mercury goes direct on October 9th, and then we give it a couple days after that, that's when I would go. Middle October, towards the end of October, this is when you want to really start to heal that relationship and get to the bottom of it. And really, it will be really worth it just to let it go and to help it to heal, because you do have energy now around you that wants to help you heal and wants to help you correct things. So you'll be given an opportunity this month to heal that relationship that has just near and dear to your heart, and they're not in your life right now. And some of you, there's nothing wrong. It's just that your time and distance have separated you, and expectations have gotten disappointed, and hurt feelings have happened, and so there's a process. And some of you are actually carrying this pain in your thigh, I'm feeling in particular in my right thigh. So be aware, and that's that femoral. You've got that big vein, right? That femoral artery, is it? That goes, that if that gets split, you can die. So it's that, I can feel that actually pumping in my leg right now. So for some of you, you may even have some health problems around this, and it's associated with a family member. Heal the family member, you'll heal the leg, all right? So this stuff all works together. It really does. Don't take my word for it. It just does. It's the emotions rule the body. So if you can clean up your emotions, your body gets well. Your body's used to get your attention. So when you're not handling your emotions, we get sick. Something goes on. Something goes wrong. And then as soon as we delve into it energetically, emotionally, we start to get better. We start to heal ourselves. Okay, Virgos? So just pay attention. That's what's going on for you guys, right? You'll have an opportunity to heal a relationship. Let me see if there's anything else for you. Yeah, just like have fun, right? Enjoy, because this is, there's a little bit of it started out really great and, really exciting and happy. And then this ending is a little heavy. But I want you to know that October really doesn't feel that heavy for you guys. I know I'm ending in here sort of on a heavy note, but the air is light. Like, it really is light. Like forgiveness is in the air. There's an opportunity to speak your truth in the air, okay? To really be heard and to hear somebody else. Especially the last 2 weeks of October. You could reach out now, but we still have, you could reach out and just try to reconnect just for that, and then not really dig into things or talk into things until after the 10th, right? Because otherwise the miscommunication will start to create problems again. But all in all, it feels like it's a really great month, Virgo. So have an amazing month. If you like my intuitive astrology, please click like and share it with your friends. And I look forward to connecting with you again next month.